FPS, which stands for first-person shooter, is a hugely popular category amongst gamers over on Roblox. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end for the top 7 best Roblox FPS games. Number 7. Battle. We've all heard of Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Counter-Strike, but now it's time for Battlefield. Battle is the closest as you're going to get to a low-poly version of the hit franchise. There are vehicles, including tanks and trucks, and various classes for the soldiers. You'll even find a dose of the popular Strike at Karkin map from the Battlefield series. The newest version of Battle was released back in 2020, and it continues to receive regular updates. These are inclusive of new vehicles, weapons, and maps that run in a rotation. This is one of the more complex of Roblox shooting games, and is definitely worth checking out. Number 6. Island Royale. Another Fortnite clone, Island Royale gathers a lot of inspiration from the popular Battle Royale. Players hop onto an island and scramble around for guns, materials, and other loot in order to survive until they're the last person standing. Yes, you can use materials to build structures. It's also one of the best places to show off your collection of fancy Roblox outfits. The game was first released as a Roblox-only exclusive game, though since 2018 it has been free to play and regularly attracts up to 5,000 players during its peak hours. Out of all the games on today's list, Island Royale probably receives some of the most regular updates. Number 5. Strucid Beta. Strucid is the Roblox alternative to Fortnite. It's a battle royale with building mechanics that you are able to play with your friends or as a solo player. The graphics are extremely good for a Roblox game. The building is pretty modern, and although the game hasn't received an update on its expected Chapter 2, it's still one of the most popular shooting games in Roblox. There might be a big update expected later this year, so keep your eyes open for any news. Number 4. Phantom Forces. Phantom Forces mixes Battlefield's class system and giant maps along with Call of Duty's gunplay while increasing the recoil. This Roblox FPS game uses a standard team deathmatch setup with big teams to pack a solid and surprisingly realistic shooter experience. Phantom Forces gameplay is rather grounded when compared to most of the other games on today's list. While there is a Battlefield-esque squad deployment system, it can take a while to get back into the fight and time to kill is very short, encouraging a bit slower style of play. The prevalence of snipers incentivizes distance-challenged players to find cover inside buildings, where most of the combat takes place. Number 3. BLOX. BLOX is one Roblox FPS game most players already know very well. Based upon the world's #1 competitive tactical shooter, Counter-Strike BLOX brings in the 5 vs 5 team-based action to the Roblox world. Eliminate enemies and complete your targets to earn in-game cash. Build up your economy to buy powerful weapons and keep your winning streak alive and well. BLOX has over 850 million visits since debut and maintains a few thousand daily players with no problem. Number 2. Arsenal. Gun game might not be as popular a mode as Team Deathmatch or Free-for-All, but it's been around for at least as long as Counter-Strike 1.6 and has been made part of some of the more recent Call of Duty titles. The mode is basically climbing up a weapon tech tree by killing enemies. Each kill leaves you with a newer and often better weapon and would allow you to come closer to reaching a certain number of kills and winning the match. Arsenal is based almost completely on this varied mode and takes it to its logical extreme. Most games treat gun game as a diversion from their core experiences and limit the weapons to fairly grounded options. Arsenal has you going from the classic American bar to the MG42 before going up to railguns, Mario's Fire Flower, and Barrett 50 sniper rifles. The initial few times may be a confusing rush of trying to get the weird weapons you get to work for you. Number 1. Big Paintball. Big Paintball happens to be the king of Roblox paintball games, approaching nearly 1B visits since its debut back in mid-2019. The developers behind this game, Big Games, also happen to be the creators of other hit games, such as the likes of My Restaurant, Giant Survival, Build and Survive, and most recently, Pet Simulator X. It's rather safe to say this team knows a thing or two about game development, and it definitely shows in Big Paintball. Big Paintball is a nice change of pace if you need a break from Blastin' Fools and other Roblox FPS games. Tag your enemies with paintball and level up to unlock advanced weapons. Try and get the highest kill streak you possibly can while completing challenges and leveling up. Enjoy common updates that introduce new guns, maps, and quality of life changes. With that, we end today's video. Consider subscribing to join in on future videos.